Let's take a couple of minutes and we're going to check out the AM/FM radio operation on Pioneer's AVH-290BT. So the first thing we want to do is switch to the AM/FM radio source. There's a couple of different ways that I can do that. First is I can touch the drop-down list here and I can choose radio from the list. Or I can touch the home button over here and I can choose radio from the list here. So that switches to my radio. Right now you can see that we're on FM band number 1 and we're on radio station preset number 489.3. I can tune to the next radio frequency up or down by using the arrow keys here. That takes me to the next available radio frequency, though there may not be a radio station there. If I want to seek to the next radio station, press and hold the arrow key for a moment and let the system seek to the next radio station. If I want to create a radio station preset, I'm going to press and hold the buttons over here. Now the radio gives me 18 radio station presets for FM and 6 for AM. So I'm going to open my radio station window here, and you can see we're on FM number 1, and these are my 6 radio station presets. If I touch this button here, 1/3, I go to FM band number 2, and I have 6 more radio station presets. Touch it one more time. I'm to FM band number 3, where I have 6 more radio station presets, and I can choose any one of those radio station presets and go directly there. So to create a radio station preset, I'm just going to tune in my favorite station, press and hold for a moment here, and 101.5, I want to tune that into radio station preset number 4 on FM band number 3. Just press and hold for a couple of seconds. When you hear it beep, you've locked 101.5 into preset number 4, and we'll close up this window. You don't need to have that window open to create a radio station preset. Here's 102.5. We'll put that in as number 1. Just press and hold for a moment, and that locks that into radio station preset number 1 on FM band number 3. If I want to listen to AM radio, I can just touch the AM band over here, and that gives me 6 radio stations for AM. So let's go, we'll go back to FM here and open the preset window. We also have the BSM, or Best Stations Memory function, available when that preset window is open. We'll touch that. When we do that, the system will scan through the entire FM spectrum and lock in the 6 strongest radio stations that it's receiving right now. So when you're on a road trip and the radio stations become weak, try the BSM button to find 6 strong radio stations to listen to. Let's check a couple of settings on the AM/FM radio. We'll touch the gears up here, and we'll go to the toolbox, and we want our AV source settings. Under AV source settings, we'll check radio settings, and that brings us to the local setting, and right now local is switched off. So we'll open this window, and you can see that local has 4 different settings, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you can switch it off as well. So let's go back out here, and you'll see that what local does is a filter for seeking to radio stations. So right now with local switched off, every time I touch and hold here, I'm going to seek to the next available radio station, and that'll stop on even the weakest noises on the dial, even if it's a very weak sound and the radio station is very weak and distant. So we can change that a little bit by going back to those settings, and we'll switch local to level number 1. That will start to filter out the weakest radio stations. You only get the stronger ones. And then when you go up to level number 4, now when you hit that seek function, you'll only stop on the very strongest radio stations on the dial. They're going to have very strong signals. So now we're on local level number 4. We'll hit the X here. If we press and hold the seek function, now we're only going to stop on the very strongest radio stations on the dial.